We're going to go into the trading week beginning March 2nd with the Dow Jones Industrial Average Future down 6 of the last 9 sessions, down about 9.5% from the highs. The S&P down 6 of 9, down at about 10.5% from the highs. The NASDAQ down 5 of the last 9 sessions, down about 18% from the highs, a little bit more than 18%. And the Russell down 6 of 9 sessions, down about 19% from the highs, a little bit more than 19%. And we're going to go into the week looking at the same things that we were focused on at the end of the week, and that's the geopolitical developments in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. The only thing we know is that it's affecting markets. That's really all we know for sure. So we're going to have to keep an eye on data coming out of that conflict and how it affects markets going forward. We're going to be looking at inflation indicators and bond yields quite a bit. We've got some inflation figures next week. We've got a quiet period for the Fed, but we've got an ECB meeting. And when you look at what happened to U.S. yields, we had the 2-year yield drop 6 basis points. The 5-year dropped 23, the 10-year dropped 25, and the 30-year dropped 14 basis points in a week. So those are dramatic moves with the curve flattening along most areas of the curves. So that predicts a little bit of a slowdown. We're going to be looking at agriculturals, corn, wheat, beans, all rallying as well. So keep a close eye on that. Crude oil, of course, with the rally that we saw last week, all inflationary in the commodity space and all not very affected, at least in the ultra short term, by what the Fed does. Now, we've also got data next week. Monday, we've got German factory orders and German retail sales. Tuesday, March 8th, we've got EU GDP third revision and Canadian balance of trade, and then Japanese final Q4 GDP and China's February inflation rate. Wednesday, March 9th, we've got Japanese PPI. Thursday, March 10th, Chinese new yuan loans and an ECB rate decision in the EU. And then we've also got US Feb CPI. That's going to be a big deal. Then Friday, March 11th in the US, University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment. This will be the March preliminary figures, so we'll be looking at the inflation expectation for that as well, all before we go into the US Fed meeting, which is the following week.